Preston, right over there, next to Will, in between Houston and Will.
This guy.
He's here because he's on spring break, so we're glad to have you here, Drew. Are
like
you enjoying yourself? Are you having a good time on the podcast?
Yes.
Are you enjoying...
When he just said 40 minutes, I'm like getting antsy. I'm like, I really hope we have time to do this.
Yeah.
I really hope they're all still on. But
So, how are you enjoying spring break?
well, like I said, I went to Mammoth Cave,
Yeah.
and I haven't really been able to do any gaming because, as I was on the last time, I said my internet situation is not good at home. On campus, it's really good.
Who's to blame for that?
This guy.
Okay, so let me ask you this. We want to interview these people. Who are these people, Drew?
Stocks for the 54th, you mean?
Well, yeah, who... I mean, we don't know who we're going to be interviewing tonight. Just a representative.
What's the 54th?
So,
what is this? Give me a quick
The
thing.
54th is the historical invitation of the 54th West Norfolk, which was a Redcoat Regiment back in the Napoleonic Wars. And what we do is we go Mountain Blade Napoleonic Wars mod. We'll go and arrange like line battles and like... It sounds boring and standing in line and shooting at each other, but when you actually get like in melee with bayonets and officers with swords and cavalry and cannons, it's like...
So it's like Street View for Napoleon Total War.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to be a historical reenactor, you can just do it there. Which is great. And it's also we also play other games too, like we have Total War tournaments.
So you guys are just a big organization.
Yeah, but we mainly stick to Napoleonic Wars for Mountain Blade.
Didn't they come out with a World War One?
Yes, they did. They came out with a World War One mod.
And how is that? Are you still playing? Or
I didn't play it as much as everyone else did. It's all right. I mean, they have yet to release poison gas and things like that. But
So
they need to.
What's your position in this?
right now, I'm a Lance Corporal, which is there's like recruit, which is like you just got recruited like the first day, and then there's cadet, private, and then Lance Corporal. So
you're third level.
Fourth
level.
Yeah, and so I want to make it to sergeant before I before I finish this semester. So I'm hoping I can do that because I won't be able to game with them all summer if I don't have a good internet.
So we're gonna be talking to I guess one of them is a higher up. Is he?
Yeah, one of them is the colonel, which is the highest, or it'll be one of the captains, which is Wesley or Becker.
Cool.
So.
All right, so we're gonna pause the audio real quick, and we're gonna pause the video. And we're going to get them set up so we can start interviewing them. We're doing it over TeamSpeak, so hopefully this works.
How are we going to record it?
I have an idea.
Okay, I hope it works.
Me too. You and me both. But let's pause it real quick. We'll be right back.
He doesn't like fairies.
You're sitting on the second.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the 54th representatives. Can you give us your names?
Wesley.
And Becker.
All right, cool, guys. So, what are the 54th?
54th is a regiment on a game called Napoleonic Wars. It's a DLC for a game called Mountain Blade Warband. It's essentially a big community or a clan organized into a military simulation kind of style, dating kind of like the same style as Napoleonic Wars. So marching in lines, stuff like that, but it's essentially just a big community of a bunch of people playing games.
That's cool. So, what are your guys, besides the Napoleonic Wars, are your favorite games? Like, what other big games do you play?
We play a multitude of strategy, FPS, like from Left 4 Dead 2 to Europa Universalis. We play Total War series, Call of Duty, some of us play, CSGO, all that stuff.
So you guys just play a whole slew of games.
Yeah, when you have this many people, you get a very wide variety of people.
How many people do you all think you have?
At line battles, how many do we get, Becker?
At line battles, we average anywhere from 40 to 60.
That's awesome.
Altogether, we have about 135 people in the group.
Wow.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. So, do y'all know when y'all started?
The regiment itself started in about late August. Stocks originally, the leader had a regiment of his own before, but it kind of had a falling out due to a bunch of guys leaving to play in Arma.
Right.
And that kind of started, and I kind of joined in, and that whole craziness happened.
Yeah. So, how long have you guys been there?
I've been here pretty much, I'd say probably about late August, maybe about a week after he formed it.
That's cool. That's cool.
I was in Becker. When was Locust merge?
It's like September 3rd or something. I don't remember.
No, it was in August because I joined in August. But I joined like late August.
Cool, cool.
You're about a week after me, so.
So, how do new people join? Like, what do they have to go through to join the 54th?
Simply, it comes down to just being active. We are a 17-plus community. We do have people in here that are younger just because they know a whole lot about the game, and we know they're kind of mature enough to stay within it. But obviously they have to have Napoleonic Wars, and they just kind of have to show up. Once they kind of show up, they kind of find their way in the regiment, they find their place, and that's really all it takes. We're pretty open to anybody.
Cool, cool. Do y'all have like a website or something like that?
We do, but we never really use it.
Oh, cool. So how do people find you? Like, do you have to know somebody else in the 54th to join, or?
Oh, we'll pick you up when we're recruiting. Like, if you're in a server and we notice that you don't have tags, we'll be like, hey, you want to join? If you're NA,
cool.
if you're 17, if you fit all the requirements, then you're in.
That's awesome.
But we do bring in a whole bunch of people through just friends.
Cool.
Wesley's brought in a lot of his friends from real life into the regiment.
You all sound like a very friendly group of,
Friends.
Lads.
Yeah, lads.
Friendly lads.
We try to be.
Y'all have any other questions for him?
Not really.
So, what other games besides, like, I heard World War, like, what was it, World War One, World War Two?
Oh yeah, the Iron Europe mod. Do either of you guys play that?
I played it for a little bit, tried it out, liked it. I never really went back to it, though.
Yeah.
When the bugs are fixed, I'll probably play it.
Yeah.
Would you guys ever consider switching over to that from Napoleonic Wars, or is Napoleonic Wars, like, the best game ever?
Huh.
Napoleonic Wars fits our regiment right now. If we were to switch, it would just cause a split, which isn't necessary, being as we really don't like the Iron Europe enough to switch over. Like, not everybody likes the mod. It's more of a gun mod rather than a melee mod.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool. Huh. Well.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do y'all have any other questions? Drew, do you have anything you want to really?
No, all I can say is just thank you guys for coming on after having planned this for a while. It's appreciated very much.
Yeah.
And I'll see you on game next week. So.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you all later. Thank you.
All right, see ya.
Disconnected.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the interview with the 54th Regiment. Is that what they're called?
54th West Norfolk, or just
West Norfolk,
yes.
the 54th. Okay, So they were a very cool group of guys. They seem like they're more oriented towards like fun.
It's laid, like when we're in game, it's serious.
Yeah.
Or when we're training, it's serious. But like outside, it's all like just.
How do you train?
Well, like we'll all get on team. We'll have like a TeamSpeak channel, and like we'll go over methods. Like, okay, you need to use this method when you're moving the mouse to stab this way and get past this guy's block, or you need to aim a little higher if you're on a lower elevation from this enemy, and vice versa. So they just like instilled basic like fundamentals that you want to.
So the mechanics of the game,
cool.
Mechanics of gameplay.
They basically teach you how to play.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
like every Wednesday we have like a melee clinic where like you like practice it with each other, and like it really helps like when you go in game to do it, and even showing up to little events like that really.
I've got to say, this kind of group is a whole lot more laid back and casual, and but also hardcore, I guess.
When it's in game, it's hardcore. Like there's no screw. We try not to screw around. We don't really. It's considered taboo to like idle chatter and things
when
like that.
When I played World of Warcraft for 6 years,
For too long.
For too long. When I played it for too long, I was part of a guild, multiple guilds, because I switched about every 6 months, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because most of them were like really hardcore. I could never find one like the 54th. That were very laid back or whatever. That's kind of what has me intrigued. It's because you guys have quite a few people. Quite a few people. And it seems like you all get along.
We do. Like, there's very rarely... There's, like, an occasional troll or two that we have to kick out. But for the most part, everyone
There's one in every group, yeah.
Yeah, but like for the most part, everyone shows
What are you looking at? You
shows their maturity and like the qualifications to be in the regiment. So
yeah, cool. That's a very cool.
I was looking at Alex.
Yeah, we're kicking him out of the podcast. We're supposed to meet here, but he
I mean,
can't
I was
come.
the host after all.
All right.
One last question about this, Drew. How did you
How did
join?
you find them? How did you?
Well-
what's your origin story,
well,
lad?
Drew Preston?
may I
Origins.
speak about Angry Joe? Because this is how I got
Yeah,
into
yeah.
Warband.
You can speak about
Okay.
We're not making any money off
It's
this.
not like we're like you can't talk about him, her, him. No.
Okay.
You can talk about talk.
You can't talk about
So-
that one guy, but he's not Angry Joe.
Right. So,
You can't leave not angry.
senior year in networking class, my friend was like, "Hey, I didn't remember this until he reminded me like a year later." He's like, "Hey, you should try this game. It's like you're really gonna like it." And the Napoleonic Wars mod wasn't out yet, but I was like, "No, that game sounds fake and gay." So like, I didn't play it. And then I saw Angry Joe do a review of it, and I was like, "Whoa, that's really cool." And so I started playing it. And I told my friend, like, "Hey, this game is great." He's like, "I told you about that game, and you said it was fake and gay." And I was like,
What's
"Oh, that
that?
was that game."
Well, it's real and straight.
Oh,
So.
it's the best game ever. And
Well,
so,
it's really
like,
straight. So.
and so how I got in the 54th, like they said, I was just in a NA server one day, and I got a message on Steam. He's like, "Hey, you have some pretty good skills in game. Do you want to consider joining us?" And I was like, "Sure." And so, like, since like November, I've been going at it with these guys playing Napoleonic Wars, and it's a blast.
Cool.
I'd really recommend it to anyone who owns the game.
And I guess like any other big online game, they're a bunch of different people just from all over the place.
All over North America, I'd say. Like, we have a lot of Canadians.
Canadians.
And
Hey.
yeah,
Cool.
Hey.
Oh, hey, man.
yeah.
Hey,
Whatever.
man.
Do they speak
Hey, man.
noticeably different from your American counterparts?
Can
you tell when you're playing with one?
Not really. At
When
least
they
the
tag
one,
them, it's
the
good.
most notable one. Yeah, I can't really tell the difference, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, if he's listening to this, Canada's awesome.
Robert Duckleman came from
Who else?
is awesome.
Who else did we discover came from Canada?
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
He needs to go back.
I think they just ended up like Jamaica.
Tom McFarlane. Yes.
Jamaica.
What?
Come back really cool. and black.
Dreads, beaver dreads.
Oh.
Breads.
Bread.
All right, ladies and
Get a bunch
gentlemen.
of teenage girls with dreads.